Today is Wednesday, April 14th, and I'm getting ready to go see Colonel Phelan to hear some news. I don't know what this news is. It could be a number of good or bad things, and all I'm trying to do right now is not catastrophize it. I have an hour before I even talk to her, so I need to get ready. I need to put on a calm face and presence and see what's going on because this is like, I don't know, it could affect my entire life. Anything could, any day really, but yeah, I'm nervous. The most terrifying part about this is that I don't know if it's good or bad news, because it could be, oh, bad, you're not in the program anymore. It could be good, oh, you got the job that you really wanted. And then in that context, everything is relative. So bad could technically be, oh, you didn't get the job you wanted, but relative to not being in the program, that would be great news. So I literally just, time keeps getting closer and I don't feel any better and I just want it to be over. Bye-bye. Wish me luck. So what I'm worried most about is if I do get kicked out of the program, that I'm gonna lose all of my friends. Not all my friends, because I do have friends who I have a friend who is in an ROTC. And the rest of my friends are all in the Air Force. And I guess realistically, I don't think the two people I'm thinking about would ever say, peace out, civilian loser. But I worry that thread won't be there anymore to connect us. But if I can honestly try to picture what the worst case scenario would be of me not being in the program, then it's okay, because yesterday I happened to have a revelation where I realized that I decided kind of what career I want to do and thought about a grad school program that would be good for me. And hopefully, I need to look into it more, but this career field would pay pretty well. And so again, worst case, if I did have to pay back all the money the Air Force has so kindly contributed to my education, then I'd be able to pay it back. And I do have Austin, so I'm not alone, and I have a lot of people who care about me, who are worried about me. My mom, my dad, all my grandparents, all my friends, and they do care about me. I don't know why I think they would abandon me. But anyway, it's 10:37. Probably gonna go put away some stuff and hide in a literal vault until this meeting. So I'm just gonna wait and talk to you, camera, after this meeting. So I've been medically disqualified, and I could leave now and just say, okay, hasta la vista, don't need this stress. But there's not much benefit to me doing that, because there's also the option for my commander to put in an exception to policy and try to fight for me. And so I'm gonna do that, because I have nothing to lose. It means so much to me that she's willing to do this for me, that she sees how important it is, that she just cares enough. And even if I'm not in the Air Force afterwards, that she cares enough to help me after that, and sees just how talented and good I am, that makes me feel so special and seen and understood. So despite it being the worst news that I said it could be, I actually feel really at peace, because the most stressful part about this past month, pretty much, with all my medical stuff going on, has been the Schrodinger's box of not knowing. Like, I submit the paperwork and then I could get removed or I could stay. And I just, had no means of opening the box. I couldn't know. And so now that it's finally out, that I have the information, I feel assured, because now I can move forward. And granted, like, this exception to policy, I won't know about it until towards the end of May, but that is reassuring, because that gives me a timeline, gives me some assurance again. So things will work out. Whatever happens, like, the universe has a plan for me. It's crazy because I didn't expect myself to feel so at peace. Like, I thought I would be hysterically crying, but there's like nothing bad has really happened, because I already felt like the worst had happened when I submitted the paperwork. And so now it's just like moving through the motions. And I'm just excited now to, I don't know, I'm excited to graduate, because I know that will happen. And I'm excited to be done with this chapter of my life, at least. And I'm also excited because I'm going on a trip with my best friend at the end of May. And we're going to go to the zoo. We're going to go to some museums and just have the best time. And I'm probably going to get that news while I'm on the trip with her. But I'm so thankful that I have people like her in my life to be there for me, and who do support me and who want to help me. That's just what means so much. I'm feeling really frustrated lately because, it's been less than a week since I found out about all of this. And like, Austin and I have made some really exciting discoveries about, the job opportunity that he has. I should say he has a job opportunity in Iowa that's like super amazing and really good for him. And if we moved there, we'd be able to get a house, which is crazy. And I could get my Master Library Science, which would be amazing. Like, that's a path I would enjoy my life being on. But we can't start doing any of that until I find out from the Air Force what's going to happen. And it's hard because I don't even know if I want to be in the Air Force. Like, I feel like I've, so quickly, like, given up on wanting to do this. And I just don't know what's going on. I wish I knew what was going on with my life. I wish I just had an answer right now. And it's really hard to wait. And I have sunscreen on my glasses. But it's hard to wait. It's hard to wait another 4 weeks until I'm graduated. And then a week after that to find out. But that's just how it is. Yeah, I'm getting good news and bad news. I'm getting good news and bad news at the same time. So I just want to know what's going on. It is Friday, April 23rd, and things have changed, and I'm just very over the moon, and I'm really happy about how everything has happened. I talked to my commander today, and I've been thinking for the past week and a half about this, really weighing what all of my options are, what I want my future to look like, and it's been a lot to think about. So I've had a lot to consider. I've had my own career abilities, aspirations, and wants to think about. I had Austin's life and aspirations to think about, and the fact that he got this job offer at the time, like the day after pretty much that I found out, is it's divine timing if you feel that way at all. That's just the way the universe is sort of putting things into my lap, and so I really had to weigh it. So I talked to my commander today, and I told her that I don't want to pursue this exception to policy. I don't want to have to wait for the next 2 years to commission potentially. I want to feel in control of my life. I want to make decisions for myself instead of having someone else, having some entity or some other organization make them for me. And I've dealt with this before. I've dealt with these feelings before when I changed my major, and it just gets harder as you grow up, but it becomes more rewarding. And I talked to her less than an hour ago, so I'm still really excited about it. And I know it'll be hard, but I know it will be worth it. The really great news out of this that I wasn't expecting is that I can still go into the service later if I want to. So I'll have discharge paperwork. That's not relevant. But even though I know leaving the Air Force isn't like a closed door on my whole life, I thought it was a closed door in the Air Force. And it's not. I still have options in the future, and that feels amazing. It feels so good to be doing the right thing for myself right now and be in control of that instead of having someone else or something else again. So I feel great. I can't wait to tell my family, tell my friends, because everyone who I've told so far has been so happy for me, and they can see how relieved I feel. All they do is support me, and I don't know why I fear that people won't. But that's the happy end to this saga, is that even though I went through this tumultuous week and a half where my life has completely changed, I feel in control and good and happy about it. So today is May 26th, which is the day I would have found out if I was disenrolled from the Air Force if I had pursued an exception to policy. And instead of that, I took my future into my own hands, and today was the day I signed my disenrollment papers by choice. Today was the day I turned in my uniforms, and now I am a college graduate. I am about to quit my job that I've had for 4 years. I'm about to move to Iowa and embark on a totally new journey in life. And I'm just so excited for it. I know I'm a lot more subdued than I was in the previous clip. And part of that is because I've been watching those videos, those clips, I was editing them, and just having to relive the uncertainty, the anxiety of all of that, of everything that happened. Having to watch those videos, triggers that memory in my brain and makes me feel those things again. That's how your memory works. And so my hope is that once I make this video, I can close the door on this, that this chapter, this experience is encapsulated in this video, because all of the footage that I took was in the moment. That was how I was feeling at that moment. That roller coaster up and down is what I actually felt. And so now this is a reference for myself. It's like a diary entry. It's for anyone, if I want to say, oh yeah, you want to know what happened? I don't really want to talk about it, but I have a video. Because everyone who needs to know, my friends, my family, my supervisor at work, everyone who needs to know was there, and they supported me through it, and I can't thank them enough for being patient and being there for me at a time when I really needed it in my life. And so now I can move on and just truly experience freedom and joy, and I'm so excited for that. And so with that, if there's anything I want a viewer of this video to take away, is not to have pity for me or to feel angry about the decision that was made for me. Instead, I want you to remember that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And if you can have that mentality, then it can change so much of your life. If you believe that every success or failure or morning that you wake up is for a reason, if there's something to learn in every experience, that makes things feel so much better. And instead of being angry at the world, angry at the Air Force, I chose to see the beauty in it and see what opportunity I had and see how I could be happy in my new reality, and I am. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can see me on my next adventures in life.